Hello again everyone, and I'm back in the motorhome, and today I'm going to have a look at replacing a broken window in our habitation door. Now this window has been broken since we got the van. You can see the crack there, and it's sort of broken all the way up here. This whole sort of section is, well, broken. And you can see it's broken from the outside as well, because windows are like that, being see-through and all. Now, I put a few feelers out for replacement windows, and a user, Fran Matt, from the Talbot Owners Club forum, got in touch with me to say that he had a few in some vans he was breaking. So I ordered one, and he contacted me to say that that had been returned by the courier as it had been broken in transit and was completely smashed. So that was no good. So he managed to find another one and sent that, and that just never arrived. We never found what happened to it at all. It just disappeared in transit. And then he contacted me again to say he got another one and did I want it. So I said yes please, and he sent it, and it has arrived intact, and I've just offered it up, and it does appear to be correct in every way, size and such. So I think we're okay. I think the first thing to do is to remove this blind arrangement from the door, because we can't really work around that. In fact, it does sort of cover the rubber seal in places, so definitely need to take that off. And there's screws at the bottom of each of these upright bits, the guides, and corresponding screws here. We may have to cut this silicone seal that's been put on here as well. Not sure why that's been done, but that's been put on there at some stage. Now, as usual, I'll point out that I am not a trained or qualified motorhome habitation technician, and this is just a vlog for your entertainment as you follow us trying to keep our 1990 motorhome on the road. If you have any doubts about working on your own vehicle, it's probably better to contact a qualified engineer. And now that's off, you can see a little bit more the extent of the damage to that original window, so definitely needs replacing. Now, I'm not sure what the best way of doing it is. I'm just going to go around the edges of these rubber seals. They're a little bit stuck to the inner door, so I'm just going to free them all up a little bit, and the same around the outside, just to make sure there's nothing that's going to stop that coming out. Now, the lip over the outer edge doesn't seem as big as the lip over the inner edge, so I think it'll be easier to push it out that way. So I'm just going to begin to flip this over a little bit and push it out. I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it, but we'll give it a try. Right, now I'm just going to get some paper and clean up around these edges. actually looks like someone's put this on with something like clear silicone before, which I don't think is really the right thing. I'm going to give the inside a bit of a clean up as well. Seal that corrosion that's built up underneath the seal. Be nice to paint that with something, but I haven't got any suitable paint. I think what I might do is put some of that lanolin grease over it just to hold the corrosion at bay. That might also help when slipping the seal back over. Right, next thing I think is to prepare this window, and you can see I've laid it on top of a sheet so I don't scratch it. I'm just going to cut off the tape and the cardboard so we can have a closer look at it. Right, you can see the new window seal has some sort of goo on it. I think I know what that is. And I think I've got very similar products to put the window back in again. So I'm not too worried about it. But I'm going to get as much of it out as I can. Okay, well, I've very quickly changed my plan on that. That is going to be almost impossible to remove. It is incredibly sticky and gooey. So I think partly because of that sticky gooiness and the lanolin grease that I put on the outside, I'm going to put the window in from the outside and pull the seal through onto the inside. And there's a number of ways I can think of doing that. Could just try a bit of brute force and ignorance, but I don't think that'll work. So I think I'm going to try that trick that I've seen done on windscreens before, where you put string round on the inside of the seal and pull it through to bring the seal with it. I'm thinking that'll work. Now, if you've got a newer motorhome or caravan, you may actually find that your window is bonded in, so a replacement like this would be very difficult. But let's get that string tied round in the meantime. Yeah, no fancy knot needed, just something that's going to pull tight as you pull the string. I just simply tied one end of the string around the main part of the string, if that makes sense. So what I think that grey stuff is something like this Ttxela 710 sealant. And that's like a non-setting butyl sealant, so it retains that sort of chewing gum like consistency to make it relatively easy to remove again, like we did if you want to replace the window. If you sealed it in with a heavy duty sort of adhesive type sealant, you'd have a right old job if you wanted to do it again. So I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So I'm just going to top that up a little bit with some fresh sealant. Yeah, so not gone crazy with that, but just topped it up a little bit. So now I'm going to attempt to push that through from the outside, remembering to pass the string inside the van first. I'm not going to worry about the inner seal because that's what the string's for. So as long as we get it sort of in-ish, see how it goes anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. Now, if I got this right, pulling the string should bring that seal through lovely. Let's try that. Right, now let's give it a bit of a clean up. Right, now let's put the blind back on. See if we can do it without that big blob of silicone this time. That may be because the screws weren't holding. Let's have a look, see how it goes. Yeah, unfortunately these self-tappers aren't holding it in. They've only got this real thin, I'm not sure what it is. It's not even metal, I don't think. Not sure what it is. It's like a compressed card, like inner skin to the door. And there's just that blue insulation in there, which obviously isn't going to provide much of a grip. So those number 8 self-tappers. I was looking to see if I've got number 10, just put a slightly bigger one in, but no, I haven't. So I can see why they put that silicone on there. Just going to see if I've got some grip adhesive that we can put those blinds back on with a little bead of. Give them a sporting chance of staying on there. That, of course, is the downside of this real light motorhome construction. So there we go, there is our new window in, and that's about as finished as I think it's gonna get. It is slightly different to the original window, just a slightly different profile, but I don't think that matters. It is, after all, not broken, which is an improvement. So yeah, all done. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends. Give the like button a press. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see some more.